Hey guys, I'm live again. So today we have Holbein's. At Holbein's, I have my Pablo. I'm not sure what I have. Pablo's today. So today we have a bunch of different pencils. I have my trusty. Oh, I have my Holbein's. Yeah, I found my Holbein's. I just had to remember which case everything was in. When you're like trying to figure out where every case is that you own, you're like, where did I put this? Where did I put that? We have a lovely Holbein's today. We have these today, which are Holbein's. So Holbein's. We have, I think, what do I have? This is my Pablo and my King Art pencil. So we have a couple of different pencils today. I hope everybody is doing well. And everybody is staying safe in this hot weather. Let me just share Facebook and hope that people come. Hello to the one person in chat. So what color should we make her hair? Thinking we should make it a combination of hair. You know, I try to do what other people do, but it doesn't always work well for me. So this is, I didn't bring my Prismas, but that's okay. We can still do the skin tone cream. We're doing very lightly with the cream. This is more like a skin tone pencil, but we can do skin tone. You know, they'll tell you you can't do skin tone with this or that. That's nonsense. You can do skin tone with a lot of pencils, even polychromos. I'm just not very good at it, and I admit that. You can still blend your colors with a lot of things. These are the Holbeins, and this is cream. Hello to the two people in chat. Say hello, so I know I'm not alone. And I'm going to do a little pink in the hair. I'm going to do a little pink, but not a lot. And this is called shell pink. This hair's going to be like a yellowish brown. So we're using our Holbeins. Now I'm going to put pink color on this dandelion. We're going to build up the layers. This is Serene by Nicholas Philbert. You know, I was going through my books, and I had to put more comic books away. I'm sure this is the hair. I think that's the hair. I could be wrong. Hello, Kim. How are you? We're coloring out of Serene today. I found this book because I happened to be putting away, you know, another comic book box. Oh no, there's so many topics. My brother has to go through them and figure out what he wants, and then I might actually be selling some because they are actually worth some money now. Some of the comic books. This is your dream book. This is a hard book. You know, it's funny because now you can't get this book. I mean, you can get it, but it's really hard to get it now. And I'm like, people have told me it's like really hard to get now. So this is burnt sienna in the Holbeins. You know, people were saying that they have a really hard time getting this book now. You know, when I got it, it was really pricey too. So it wasn't like it was cheap either. But the quality of this book is just, like I tell you, this is like an artist. Like if you're going to get any book and you want to work with pencils and faces in it, this is the perfect book for someone who's like that, you know. This is the colors. Well, I figure well on lightly here. Have you tried Etsy and Third Place Sellers on Facebook? Sometimes there's people. Although recently I heard that he might be doing a new edition. Someone told me he is in the works for a new book, but someone said to him that he might be coming out with a new edition of this book. Like there's only 3 Nicholas. Well, I think there's 4. What is it? Serene, Irene. This book, Serene, Irene. Then there was the Fantasia book. See, even if we don't finish this, I can always use it for another stream. That would be cool if he could come up with another edition, because then people who don't have it, you know. You know, to me, I think his books are amazing. This is lettuce green. Yes, I'm using my Holbeins too, so, you know, these were a dream pencil for me when I bought them. You know, I had finally gotten them after so many years of not being able to afford them. These were like my dream pencil. You know, now you can order them individually. This is white. This is white on the Holbeins. The white in the Holbeins is really, really good. It's almost as good as that luminance white. You guys know what I mean by that luminance white. Oh, what is that white called that is in the... Now, what I do when I do skin is sometimes I'll put down the white layer first, pencil but very lightly, just because sometimes some skin tones are darker than other times. This is cherry, no, this is rose pink. The Holbeins go down really well. This is the first time I'm trying the Holbeins on this paper. You know, you also have to remember I'm doing a new setup too. I do that to a point, but some people go even more detailed. They'll like put in little shadows here. They put in little things like that. I layer it, but I'm trying to do what's called shading and layering it a little bit more. Because some of this book actually, you know, when I look at this book, some of this has a grayscale tone to it, Kim, if you notice that. You can layer and shade too, you know. A lot of people don't do that. Notice that there's a thing on this. No, I don't do like things like you know who's good at layering skin tone is you know who does a really good job with their skin tone is Sammy. She does like that. This is Blossom. You know, Sammy does really good skin. Mhm. Hey, Robin, how are you? You know, I invite everybody to my stream, so. Mhm. You know, Sammy does a pretty good job layering her skin tones. I think. I like how people are able to do those little pink cheeks. I've never been able to do those little pink cheeks like certain people can do them. Mhm. I thought I had my black widows with me. I may have them. I'm not sure what I put. Oh, yes, I did. I did bring my black widows. And no, I do not have the new set of black widows yet because they came out and I was like, in the middle of moving, so I didn't buy them because at that time I was not in a position where I could buy them. I wasn't in that position. Rust. And I'm gonna, I've been applying online for jobs, so they're right by they're in where I live, but they're outside of the community. So I have to figure out, when I get interviewed, I have to figure out how to move around here since I don't have a car. It's kind of, but they have bus services outside called the OC bus. So I have to figure out how much the bus is going to cost me, how to get to the bus, from outside. And this is rust, and this is the skin tones from Black Widow. Yeah. Some of you are like, oh, I see you started to find some stuff. So depending on how dark you want the skin to be. Merc. See, it looks lighter on camera, but it's actually much darker. Skin tone is always what takes the longest. I feel sometimes when I do faces with pencil. This is one of my favorite books I ever, this was my first book that was over like a certain amount of money when I bought it. Someone asked me if you ever finish something, would you keep it? And I go, absolutely, I would keep this book in the collection, even if I finished it. Suede. A lot of people haven't seen the skin tones really from the Black Widows in action. I'm one of the few who actually. Would I consider Black Widow pencils worth the money? Yes. No, I haven't really found a lot of my pencil sharpeners yet. We have like 4 different sets of pencils here. Yeah, I'm gonna do cinnamon. What's this color? Negra. See, I'm learning shading too, you know. Some people just have a gift for shading that they can just use it. Olive brown. We're gonna do darker skin girl. I may have messed up, but that's okay. We can always use a lighter color if we mess up. Just move in the color. Okay, I need to sharpen again. It's nothing different, but you see, when you do it in person, it actually comes out a lot darker. See, this is the pencil sharpener I haven't been using. I did some coloring with my nieces, but you know, they're their books, so it's more like, you know, kids stuff. Yeah, I got to say hello to my sister-in-law today called up to see how we were doing. I got to say hello to the dog who misses me. See, you guys don't see how dark it's actually coming out. You see, this is a more realistic skin tone. Well, when done, we'll use it like a pink or like a neutral color to do it. And your skin, you have to be careful, like you don't overdo it with the skin tone. So somebody do a light gray once on the skin tone. I was like, how on earth did they do that? Then we do the Pablos. Pretty much do most of my combinations on the fly, I've realized. Like I use a lot of combinations. Apricot. So this is a Pablo. There's a color here that can mix in everything for the thing, and it's a great pencil. And it's not the cream. And no, it's not buff titanium. I don't know where my luminance are at the moment, so. Tomorrow I gotta pick up my ID from I gotta get an ID from the Laguna office wood, so, because I'm a resident, so I need an ID, so when I get out of here, go out of here and go in, I have that ID, so they know I'm a resident. I'm not just trying to get in here, you know? There's a bus called the OC bus, yes, I'm in Orange County. If anybody wonders, so, but there's a bus that will take me into, when I get into town, there's a bus, so. Hopefully. You can tell the skin is getting good at the development stage. I'll show you then. There are some books I would like to finish, so hopefully, you know, but I'm not gonna rush and try and do everything all at once. That would be silly and serve no purpose. You know what I mean? So, like, you guys don't see it, but I'm going to take you up closer so you guys can kind of see where the skin is going. I made it a little bit more tan than I normally do. You know, and that's one of the things I want to do is do darker skin tones, learn how to do it. And the only way you learn how to do it is make it. This is cream. Now the reason why I'm putting the cream in is to smooth out the skin. But you guys don't really see it. It comes out a lot lighter on camera than it does if it was in the other thing. I think this is one of my few times when I'm actually making the hair a little bit more tan. I think the color is called Granite Rose, which is like a great blender. You use Granite Rose as like a, what is this? Is that Granite Rose? No, that was Apricot. There's no Granite Rose. Oh, interesting. I seem to have lost that one. Granite Rose. I'm missing that color. That's a pretty good skin tone, actually. I think I'm going to leave it there. Like, this came out like really tan, but you guys don't see it. So, that's cool. I've misplaced my Granite Rose, so this is moss green. I like the skin. Skin is always my issue. I really like the skin on this one. You know, I did this one with a little bit of skin tone, but you see, it comes out really light. You guys can see that it comes out really light when you lay it down, but it's actually darker in person. So I don't know if that's the thing with that. So what color should we do these things here? I think in blue. These are my Pablos. Yes, these are my Pablos. Some people color hard, some people color soft. I like to think of myself as a hard presser. You know, they say practice makes perfect. Some pictures take more than one trim. I am a heavy-handed colorist, and I don't mind that. Some people do these like things called I really do admire the people who do soft and do layers and things like that because they have the patience to do it. You know, skin was something that took me a while to learn. My first skin tutorial, you know, I look back at some of my first skin pictures and I'm like, really? I thought that was good at the time. At the time, I did think that was good because, you know, it wasn't like I was at the stage I am now and that I know more. You know, when you're learning, it's a different curve. This is definitely a more than one string picture to do. You know, I think the books that I want to finish, really, the books that I want to finish this year are fairy tales. Maybe this one, but this one you kind of have to be in a mood to do it because it's a lot of work to do this one. The nice thing about doing the live streams is sometimes I look back at them if I have an unfinished complete picture, and sometimes I don't have much to do. Sometimes I'll look back at the stream and go, well, what colors did I use for this picture in the beginning to make it more uniform or more cohesive, as we like to call it. You know, sometimes we're doing 1 hour streams right now because I'm not working. I can do, yes, low key Aspen. What is your real name, low key Aspen? No, it's different being in California. Oh, I haven't been drawing then. Coloring. This is coloring. It's not a drawing channel. It's a coloring channel, and sometimes a diamond painting channel. I did find my diamond painting box, by the way, guys, but I just have to figure out where I'm going to move that to eventually. Yeah, I didn't draw that in this coloring book. Yeah, you know. So, how did everybody enjoy 4th of July? I must say, my 4th of July was calm, but sometimes, until the firecrackers started. But, because we're in a desert, firecrackers have to be strictly prohibited. But some people ignore the warning because over here, because we're a desert and it's very dry here, and people forget that in California that it's very dry. So, I'm waiting to get back. I applied for a few jobs. Thank you, Loki. But, everybody thinks it's so easy to move. It's not easy to move. It's actually harder than you think it is to move. Setting up was a little bit of a challenge today. So I was like, okay, I'm not going to get everything we want today, but I figured this picture would be a good picture to color today. Hi, Pamela. How are you? I'm good today. Today we're coloring in Serene. Someone asked me, would I consider Nicholas Philbert's drawings line as This is a hard book now to get. You can't even get this book now. People tell me they can't even get it. And there's like one or two places you can get it, but the price tag for it is what's really driving people insane right now with this book. We did the skin tone. I did the skin tone a little darker today than I normally do it. I did the skin tone first because it always takes me the longest time to do skin well. I know it's so hard to get this book. I got this book many years ago, so no, I got very fortunate that I could get this book when I got it. But now people are asking me, where can you get it for a reasonable price? The problem is, reasonable is different to everybody, you know? You know, what's reasonable to me may not be reasonable to somebody else, and somebody may not be willing to pay $40, $50 for a book. When I got the book, it was like almost 40 something dollars. And that was when the book was first starting to be popular. So take that into consideration. Look at this, see? The colors come out so pretty. See how nice that is, that the colors are coming out? I've done a few pictures in it. I haven't done a lot of pictures in it, but I would say I've done a good amount of pictures in it. You know, and sometimes when I do a book over a course of a few years, it's really like I see an evolution in my coloring. Like I go, I can't believe I thought this was good. How much different of a color it's, you know, I think sometimes when you look at those early pictures, you're like, yeah, that's not good. That's not good. I can't believe I thought this was good at the time. And at the time, it probably was, you know, I thought, oh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's a very hard book. I think, what do they sell it? Everybody takes different things from this book, you know. I've seen people create like real masterpieces out of this book. And the thing I like about this book, and a lot of people don't tell you this about this book was made for pencils. I tell you, really. Like, I don't think I've ever had any pencils. I think I've used every single pencil I've owned. Budget-friendly pencils, expensive pencils, artist pencils, and I don't think there's a single thing that is wrong with this book. I'm looking for something else. I may have to use my Black Widows. My Black Widows have outrageous colors. watermelon. Well, once I'm out of my Black Widow colors, that'll be it. Then I have to get another set. The problem with the Black Widows is I wish they would sell them open stock. Really wish they would. You have to buy them as sets. Once I start working, I might buy the other set of. I want to keep these flowers all looking alike. Look at that red. And this comes from the budget-friendly set. Just so you guys know that this is watermelon from the Black Widow set. They did add another set, but I didn't buy it. I have everything up to Monarch, I think. I think I have, what do I have? I have the dark skin, the light skin. I think I have the Monarch. Yeah, I have everything for the Monarch, but I don't have anything after Monarch. Was there a set after the Monarch? Who knows this? Kim, Robin? I would say Michelle. I just put them by where the sets were. Was there a set? Was there another set besides Monarch? No, I don't have the dragons. Mm-hmm. That's funny when I don't have the dragons. I have to put that on my wish list. I don't have the dragons yet. Well, because I was moving and then, all the stuff that happened with the house, my health. And you guys know what I mean by my health and all the things that had happened, so it wasn't like. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. This is what happens when you get your phone, everybody messages you. I don't know why it happens whenever I'm on stream. I'm busy doing something that everybody decides, oh, now's a good time to message you. I figure we do an hour streams until I get a new job, and then, we'll adjust the schedule as need be. Mm-hmm. Muy fuego. The supermarkets are very nice and big here. Everything is very big, but the recycling here, they're really big on the recycling here. I want all the flowers to be similar in color, not all exactly alike, but Mm-hmm. Yeah, some of my original sets are starting to, as you can see, my pastel purple. Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy another set of Black Widows, the first set. Along with the dragons, but that'll happen once I start working again. So, once I start working and I make income regularly, then I can buy stuff again. Right now, what I want to do is go through what I have first, and then, because this house there's not as much room as there was in the previous house. So, and you got to keep in mind that I already have a lot of pencils and stuff like that. So, I'm not really going to buy any more books. Use what I have first. As you can tell, I'm probably going to run out of this pastel purple. It's going to make me sad because I really do like the color. I just wish sometimes, the Black Widows wouldn't break as easily as they do other things. Oh, God. You see, the little bit you do with, the thing about this. Oh, I don't have Yumis. What are those? The Mitsubishis? I don't have those, because I had so many sets at the time, You name the set, I probably had it or I gave it away to somebody else because, you know. The thing about this book is that what I like number one about this book is the pictures are all beautiful. Don't get me wrong. The second thing I like about this book is that everything seems like it was made for pencils. It wasn't made for, like, I've seen people do marker work in this book too. But because I started this off as a pencil book, I'm going to leave it as a pencil book. Someone asked me, would I ever think about, perhaps doing markers? I mean, if I was to do that, then I'd just do the wet. I'd have to literally take out the pictures and do them because, markers are a wet medium. Not that I don't like markers. I love markers, and you all know I do love markers. Hmm. The thing is, you can change up the things too when you want to change them up. Mhm. Fairy floss. This is so. Who has the Mitsubishis? What do they really think of them? I know that a few people got fully similar pencils. I, on the other hand, do not feel like paying that much money for a new set every month. I know. At the end, you get all those pretty colors, but I would be too tempted to use them, and then I wouldn't be able to get them again. You know what I mean? I'd have to have a really special product thing for those if I was to get those. At least in my opinion. They are harder pencils. So would you say they're like what would you compare them to if you were to compare them to a brand like the Polys or the Prismas? People also say to me, well, they can't do this, they can't do that. And I'm like, what's wrong with your pencils that you think you can't do it like I can do it? But I'm a very different presser than most people, so I go, what's wrong with you? Why can't you do what you say you can do? He goes, well, because the pencils are too hard. I'm not holding them right. I can't get them to blend. You know, like I find trying to blend my polys unless I'm using another pencil with them. I might get them down the road at some point, but not right now. Oh, I think this is hair. I missed the hair. So we have to go back to doing hair, guys. We messed up on the hair. I think this is hair, actually, guys. So we're going to do that. I think this is hair. Yeah, this is hair. I messed up on that. I didn't realize that was hair. Guys, I'm trying to find my yellow that I used. This is hair. I messed up this. I thought this wasn't. This is hair, actually. Yeah. You can see that was hair. So we get to do a little bit more stuff now. Hi, Michelle. I didn't realize I didn't take the hair. Yeah, hair's always fun to do. I was playing catch up on a lot of videos too, guys, so keep that in mind. I didn't realize this was hair. Cherry blossom. Can't believe it. I didn't see that before as hair. Other than that, we would be doing the same things. Marigold. Sometimes I don't even remember what combinations I make. I try to remember the combinations, or at least write them down. We all know Grace not good at remembering her combinations. And I know we did bird sienna. Oh, I could have forgotten the hair. Does Michelle know what book this is? Oh no, don't tell me that you can't hear. Okay, can you hear me now, Michelle? Oh no, don't tell me it's cutting out. It's probably cutting out because the sound in this thing. Hold on, let me see if the sound is working. Okay, I hear the sound. I have to like literally go in there and do that. I don't know if my speaker is causing that to happen. It might be your connection, Michelle. Refresh. Sometimes it's a piece that you forget to do. Does this look like this? I was wondering why it was going. I found my diamond paintings. I just don't know where to put them at the moment. I like that. I haven't tried the raw umber on this. I haven't tried the raw umber color in this. And well, most times I don't like using browns. Yeah, but I will say the Holbeins have really outstanding pastels and yellows. Some of the browns are really good too. So I did watch Doctor Strange and the Madness of the Multiverse. That's a raw umber. I always like doing different colors and different things with my pencils, trying new combos. Some colors I haven't even tried yet in this book, so it's always interesting to see how that color will work or not work. I don't need to use that. I'd like to see what the branches will look like. So who likes the tree? It's a little bit of a darker color. You try to do that color the way that you like it to do. We do what we can do, I do about an hour. So I think in about 5 more minutes, maybe 10 more minutes, we'll finish. I don't want to do long streams where I keep you for hours and hours. I know some people are like, oh, I don't like 2 hour streams. I don't like 1 hour streams. But sometimes the pictures are so enormous that they require that level of time. People say, well, I don't like streams. I don't like them. Well, you don't realize it when you do the stream that they're going to be that long. Maybe next time we'll have more done. Rose. See how nice this is coming out? Mm-hmm. Oh, did you like visiting your daughter's home, Robin? That must have been nice. I'm sure my mother likes that. Oh, that's so nice to go and visit the grandchildren. My mother liked seeing her grandchildren. I like seeing my nieces. No, I know I'm only going to get this chance maybe once in a blue moon to see them when they're still little. No, I think I overall liked it. Yeah. The skin is one I always have a hard time with. Now you can do the skin a couple of different ways. You can layer it up and then garnish it with the regular thing. Some people do what's called the mauve. You see how the colors start to come together. But the thing about Nicholas's books, which I love his books so very much, that his books are so detailed, and I love that. It's not like See, I want to figure out the face and do the face because the face is always my favorite thing to do. So, maybe 1 hour every day I do a stream till I get a job. I've been filling out forms on what's that place? Indeed. And this is clouds. And this is your copper. I've never used this color, so. Oh, that's great that you've been reading every day. My mother's been putting away dishes. What kind of books have you been reading? Like romance, horror, suspense, fantasy? I always like to see what people read and do. Yeah, tomorrow morning. The cable guys come, I'll do that. This is copper. Really shiny as I thought it would be. I guess we all mispronounce words here and there. Luminance red. Oh, that's an interesting choice. You don't strike me as the type that reads those books. But with the Holbeins, I like the color laydown. They have such a nice vibrant layout. You can also do skin tone with them. And when people tell you can't do skin tone with certain things, don't you love auto check? Don't you love spell check? It's always funny how they mispronounce your words. Okay. I still have to watch Umbrella Academy season 3. I have not watched that yet. I have one more episode of Bridgerton season 2 to watch. That's just a little bit of what we do. You see how long it takes just to do one Nicholas Philbert picture? It takes us a long time to do that picture. mauve. So what would I do? And I run out of pictures. I go, wow. Like my really good books, like my hardcover books, I haven't even unpacked yet. That I did pack a lot of them, my own Japanese books. I do take pride in the fact that there's there. Try to do it in colors that are similar. Magenta. Like this, I just have fun sometimes and let loose. Sometimes you get some really interesting color combinations. Cosmos. I think we could get something out of this one next time. Yeah, I like colors more. And I do have some open stock prism Holbeins, but they're not here with me. As for me, this is just makeshift until this is coral. Look at that coral. Does that not look pretty? I love coral. So I know, not fully packed. We'll know when we start getting, I got to figure out how to get around here too when I start working. So tomorrow I got to go for an ID for the community that I'm living in. So I got to go get that done. And then I got to figure out how to get to places here from this place and not because I don't have a car. So it's a little bit different. In California, if you don't have a car, it's really going to be all public transportation, and their public transportation isn't as good. So you have to figure out how you're going to get there to or from things. So, you know, with Nicholas's books, you have to take everything, you know, piece by piece. There's a lot of colors to this piece. Can't believe I've been on for about an hour and 15 minutes. You know, and if I run out of money, there's always me selling my comic book here and there. You know, you could get a lot of money for the comics now, so, you know, that's my other option if I run out of money, but we don't really want to go there. See, look at that colors, 3D. They match very well. This one is called Cherry Blossom. I think we're going to do some cherry blossoms here. You guys can see what I'm doing there. So a little bit, I think we will get off, and we can probably continue this picture another day. But I will show you another thing I am working on. Isn't it nice? I like the colors. We've been going for about an hour, Emily. No, it's nice to. Yes, you know, you just came in right at the end of the stream, Emily. So this is Cherry Blossom from the Whole Mind. So I did that pink so we can get the offset of it. You know, like on camera, it doesn't look like there's any color, but there is. So I've been doing that. So that. So we used about 4 different sets. We used the Whole Minds, the Black Widows, Pablo, some Chino. But this is the other book. This is called On the Other Side of Dreams, or Go to Sleep. I think it's On the Other Side of Dreams. So I am trying to do the book. Now I'm trying to do the book in order, but when I started coloring this page today, look what happened to the page beneath it. did something with the green. You can't really see it, but it's all messed up. Like it doesn't look that bad on camera, but it is a little messed up. So this is the other book that I've been doing, this other picture. So that side of it. I did this mostly with King Art pencils, so I just want you guys to see how it looks with King Art pencils and some Pablos. But this book is kind of weird, this paper, but she has a new edition of this book out. So this is the original edition. As you can tell, the book is falling apart. I really wish it wasn't, but this may be one of the books that I attempt to finish this year. I don't know if I'm going to actually keep the book because the book is falling apart, so even if I finish it, but I did pay quite a penny for it when I got it, so that's that book. That book has a lot of things in it, so I hope you guys have enjoyed this. We will probably continue this picture at another time, but I do like the skin because it's a little different than my normal skin tone colors, so I'm starting to play with different colors and different skin tones right now. I want to try doing like the kind of skin tone that I have, which is a little bit darker, but I'm trying to learn how to do that. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this stream. Everybody stay safe, stay healthy. Remember to take care of each other. And I hope you all have had a good time. Bye, everybody.